What if I told you that in a forgotten town, where every door creaks with emptiness, every window stares hollow into the night, there is still someone waiting? Not a person, not a ghost, but a dog. The road that led us through was dust and silence. You know the kind, where the air itself feels tired, where even the wind seems afraid to whistle. Our truck rolled into this town, headlights brushing over faded signs and broken fences. And the first thought in my mind was, this place is too empty to be real. No birdsong, no laughter, not even a hum of electricity. Just shadows. And then we saw him. A small dog, golden brown, standing right in the middle of the street, as if he had been waiting his whole life for us. His fur looked soft, though matted by dust, and his eyes, wide, glassy, almost too gentle for such a desolate place. I swear to you, it felt like he was carrying the weight of everyone who had once lived there. We stopped the truck. The dog didn't run. He didn't bark. He just walked over, tail slow, cautious but hopeful, like a friend who hasn't seen you in years but still remembers your face. Now, here's the thing. Every house we passed was abandoned. Curtains shredded, floorboards warped, dishes still sitting in sinks as if the families had stepped out for only a moment, never to return. And yet, somehow, this dog looked well-fed. His coat carried the faint smell of wood smoke. Impossible, because there was no smoke, no fires, no people. We gave him water. He lapped it up like he hadn't had a drink in days. We gave him some jerky from our pack, and he ate politely, one small bite at a time, as if he'd learned manners from someone long ago. But here's where the story bends. Because when night fell, we realized something none of us wanted to say aloud. The dog wasn't just following us, he was guiding us. Every street we turned down, he trotted ahead, looking back to make sure we kept up. He led us past a rusted playground where swings still groaned in the breeze, past a church with doors flung open, its pews gathering dust, past rows of empty houses, each darker than the last. And finally, he stopped in front of one building, a diner, the kind with a neon sign, cracked and half-lit, buzzing faintly like a dying heartbeat. Inside, we found tables set as if breakfast had been abandoned mid-bite. Coffee cups still stained, plates stacked, silverware laid neat and patient. The dog hopped onto one of the cracked leather booths and sat, wagging his tail just once. He stared at the doorway, like he was waiting for someone to walk in, someone who never did. You ever felt the weight of history pressing against your chest? Because in that moment, it felt like the whole town was watching us through his eyes. We stayed the night in the diner, couldn't bring ourselves to leave him. While the others drifted in and out of restless sleep, I kept watch. And there he was, lying near the door, eyes wide open, ears twitching at sounds only he seemed to hear. Every so often, he'd whimper, quiet, mournful, like he was remembering. I thought maybe he belonged to a family that lived here, a family that never got to take him when they left. Or worse, maybe they didn't leave at all. Maybe the dog had been guarding this empty place ever since. But here's the part that haunts me most. When morning came and we packed our things to leave, the dog followed us back to the truck. We opened the door, and for a moment he hesitated. His tail wagged, his ears perked. He wanted to come. You could see it in his trembling paws. And then he stopped. His body froze at the edge of the road, as if something invisible had tied him to the town. His eyes met mine. Big, teary, desperate eyes. I swear if eyes could speak, his were begging me not to go, or maybe begging me to understand. I stepped down, tried to coax him, tried everything, food, water, gentle words. But the moment I crossed that invisible line back toward him, he backed away, not running, just retreating, his paws never leaving the cracked pavement of that forgotten town. We drove off slowly, the way you drive when you're leaving a part of yourself behind. I looked in the mirror until the town was only a shadow in the dust. And here's the strange truth. When we returned a week later, hoping to see him again, he was gone. No paw prints, no fur, not even a stray bowl or scrap of food. The town was emptier than before, as if he had never existed. Some of us think he was just a stray, born in the ruins, living off scraps until he couldn't anymore. But deep down, I know better. That dog wasn't just surviving. He was keeping watch. For who or for what, I'll never know. Maybe he was the last soul of that ghost town, the only resident who never abandoned it. Or maybe he was something else entirely, a guardian spirit wearing the shape of a dog, making sure no one forgot the people who once called that place home. Either way, I still see him sometimes when I close my eyes at night. That golden brown fur, that tail swing in slow, patient arcs. Those eyes, staring through me, pleading for something I still don't have the words to give. And if you ever find yourself on a lonely road, driving through a town that doesn't show up on any map, pay attention, because you might just find him too, waiting. Thanks for walking with us through this story. If it stirred something in you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me, what do you think we really saw in that town?